3 words. Most frequently observed in certain attire.
Tits?
No. Tits is 3 letters, 4 letters, not 3 words. Hang on, I'll come back to that. More than 8 seamstresses who are male.
9.
Thank you. A US citizen who's male and under 18.
The American boy.
Okay. American. It's a book by Thingamabob who didn't like women much. Name gone blank.
Quite a few candidates.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You've got to narrow it down.
Yeah, I know.
Massive field.
Yeah, sorry. Film with Matt Damon and quite somebody who's got a lot of ability, has got a and it's got a... Yes, thank you, please. Just listen to the audience.
Excuse me, what was that?
The talented Mr. Ripley.
Thank you.
And you didn't look this way. I'm sorry.
3 lots of 13 make...
26.
Thank you.
The 26 steps.
Okay, huge book, lovely black hardback cover with orange edging and orange writing, big film last year, and yeah, got Ben Affleck in it. Yes, and then we're back to the other one, which is previously, as in most recently, as in rhymes with past. Observed. Seen. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
I think we ought to get extra points because she didn't look at you. She didn't give us that view, and we still got it.
Oh, all right then.
You really didn't get it. The audience got it long before you got it.
What's the, so have we any idea what the score is? No. It looks like a tiebreaker. I think it is. Right, so the tiebreaker question is, in which James Bond film did Pierce Brosnan wear this tie?
Whoa. Did he really wear that tie?
That very tie. The world is not enough.
No. No, keep going.
GoldenEye.
Yes, GoldenEye, and there's the GoldenEye cast tie pin, which was given to every member of the cast for the end of filming.
And what part did you play?
I was his tie holder. Okay, now that's shifted the score significantly, I think. But until we come to the final round. No, we have to do it. It's in the contract. Now this was partly homework as well, and I asked members of the team and members of the audience to come up with some twisted titles, just by slightly altering the names of crime fictions, see if they can get a cheap laugh. Sorry, make a significant change. And also, all the panel I think have got some, and I had a load of entries from the audience, and I've got a short list here that will decide amongst us which one gets the prize of free passes, I think, to next year's Crimefest. Ooh. Do you think you'd make the same mistake twice? Right, so, I mean, anybody got any offers? I know Ian has, and I'm trying to put them off because I know what they are.
I've got gaudy tights.
Couple beef.
Coupled with Brighton frock. And indeed, possibly strangers on a tranny.
Jump in, please. Free for all.
Lord Peter screws the body.
The nuns of Gaborone.
The telltale fart.
Susan, I think you're in danger of lowering the tone, which I honestly didn't think was possible.
This Derek Raymond's very dark novel of London life. I was Louis Suarez. And there's the marvellous Mr. Ripley.
Thank you.
And there's...
Oh, sorry, I just thought you were thinking.
Well,
Tiger in the tank?
Well, I thought of it, I mean, there were a lot of problems with Agatha Christie's very politically incorrect 10 Little Niggers from 1939, you see. And so it had to be reworked somehow. It has been several times. And I just thought the latest should be, and then there were nuns. Or alternatively, the 450 from Paddington with a replacement bus service. Murder on the Leyton Orient Express. South by Edith Head. I like it. Nobody got that.
Possible sequel to Moby Dick, Rogue Whale by Jeffrey Costa. And I noticed sometimes that if you just drop one letter, the things become really underwhelming. For example, the Da Vinci Cod.
I've got a wonderful description. I mean, that should be a blur.
I've got a fishy one. It was Georgette Hayer's gastronomic novel called Behold His Poisson.
You're clawing your way back slowly.
And there's also The Daughter of Tim by
Going back to food for a minute, I had a lovely meal on Friday and haven't quite got over it. So I came up with a dark adapted ribeye, the name of the rosé, and standing in another man's gravy.
There's also The Egg and Cress Vial by Len Davis. And The Lady in the Cave by Raymond Chandler. And when you've finished and you're doing the washing up, The Skull Beneath the Sink by P.D. James.
Not forgetting the Odessa Filet.
I've got Mrs. McGinty's Dead Drunk as usual.
I've got Miss Miller's Feeling for Snot.
Hey, come on, stop it, because he's getting onto his B list now.
I have the Malteser Falcon.
Oh,
It's a good book, indeed, and I also have the Big Sheep.
Now, I have to say, of the several hundred dozen some entries that we had, Murder on the Orient Express was the most spoofed, and coming second was the Malteser Falcon, right? But we've got to pick between us, so I'll read out the most suitable, although some, I'm sorry, have been censored. No, oh yes, yes, no, keep that one. Right, Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Family Liaison Officer. Death of a Witless Expert. Lord Edgware Diets. Right, The Infirm by John Grisham. Continental Breakfast Op by Dashiell Hammett. Right. There are so many consonant gardeners, or you have to see them. Weevil Under the Sun. No, I'm sorry, these are disgusting. They really are. But they came to shag Dad is what I think. It's the least offensive one on there, right? Smiley's Peepo. Oh God, it's that same guy. The Incontinent Gardener, the Malteser Falcon. Yes, again. But one of my personal favourites, Ripley's Game of Thrones. Right? Is there anything there you think worthy of a prize? Because we can't win it, so we have to give it.
Liaison Officer.
Yeah. Yes, I have to say I was taken with that.
Ripley's Game of Thrones might earn us a bonus point.
Yeah. It could.
Yeah, but it might not. Probably not.
But probably not.
No.
So, are we agreed on that? Tinker Tailor? Soldier Family Liaison Officer? Right, well, that will be the winner only on condition that Leanne Wells is in this room.
Hello.
Adrian will take care of you.
Second prize, surely.
Second, yes. I don't say that to right. Well,
one I prepared earlier.
yes.
Washing my fanny by gaslight.